fellas, listeners, thank you so much for joining the show. And you know what time it is right now? It's about that grabbing the brisket beer review. That's right, guys. We're getting started early. It's a Thirsty Thursday, and today we've got a little bit of a sour ale. This lunchbox PB&J smoothie sour mix. Jesus, that's a lot. Blue Owl Brewing. It's a cool can. It's a wrap, right? Listen, you can't always do it, but listen, they did it right. They did a pint. They didn't do the little 12 ouncer. Austin, Texas. A little bit of the logo there. You can see them, and we're gonna get down to it.
Yeah, this one came highly recommended from the girl there at HEB, the Pearland Parkway. I didn't catch her name, but I'll catch it next time I go in there. I did drop I do have a barbecue and beer podcast.
You tried to,
yeah, and you know what? She hit me with like, "Oh, I didn't know you had one of those." Like,
well, how would she know?
Right. Well, I mean, she'd probably seen me in there a couple of times.
Damn,
I mean,
yeah, you do live there.
You know, I'm a little
right.
famous.
You go there every day.
Podcast famous. You know, I did see somebody rolling around with a T-shirt online. Some guy was at a Morgan Wallen concert. They had TikTok famous.
Yeah.
So
you know what's funny, James, is I get asked this like a lot, like extremely amount of times. Hey, I saw your brother today, and I go, oh yeah. And they go, guess where I saw him? And I go, HEV, and he goes, oh man, how'd you know? I get that all the time.
Right.
Like all the time. Every time you see somebody, just know they call me.
I think it's just
hey, you saw your brother.
Yeah.
I think
it's
it's
just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not always at HEB all the time. It's just that's where people happen to
if they
run
see
into me.
you all the time at HEB, they assume that you're at HEB all the time. But we can't talk about that right now.
And
right now,
no,
we're gonna take a sip, and then we're not gonna score it just yet. You can just take a sip, have a score in your head, ready to go. We'll ask for scores later. It is what it is. There it is. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Thanks, guys, for coming in live, by the way. Yeah, appreciate it. Take a little sip here.
We do have an amazing guest tonight. I'm assuming he's amazing. I've only talked to him a little bit, but
that's right.
He does some amazing stuff. So, Derek Bingham,
Yes.
said that correctly?
Bingham.
Welcome in.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Higgins Boat Rum.
That's correct.
I'm excited to drink this.
Yeah, we're going to get into the backstory. We're going to get down into how you come up with this, why you decided on the name, what it's about, what it's for, all the good stuff.
That's right. That's right. So he was nice enough to share a couple bottles with us. So we will do a tasting today, but just kind of give you an idea what the logo looks like here. I think the logo's sweet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the Higgins boat.
Anytime
iconic.
You got a corked rum. I think it just looks classy anyways. And then obviously you get the different styles of rum right here. You got a dark rum and then a light rum. But yeah, can't wait to get into. So Derek, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Yeah, and we're going to jump into a little bit of the barbecue news, a little barbecue fashion here, get into a little bit of the mix, get your opinion on a couple of things.
Sure thing.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Start with that hot off the grill barbecue news. Brought to you by the MBBQA and Barbecue News magazine. So Prairie Fresh did a survey finding that America's confidence at the grill is about 32% higher than its actual barbecue knowledge. So they did some tests. They surveyed over 1,500 people, discovered that while most people feel like they've mastered barbecue, many of them still struggled with the basics. For example, 80% of respondents couldn't explain what a smoke ring is, and 3 out of 4 people said they weren't confident cooking pork because they didn't know what temperature to pull it at.
So it sounds like there's a lot of people that think they know how to barbecue and they don't.
Exactly. That's exactly what this says.
But I think it's all subjective. I mean, you are the master of your grill at your house, and your family loves your barbecue. It just may not transition
false confidence
well over to maybe the neighbor's house. But I don't know.
No. So they actually have a term for this, right? And this applies to business. And I knew there was, but I couldn't remember the name for it. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. And it's people that feel like they're way more qualified or they're way more apt for a certain position or know more than they actually do. And then when you quiz them on it or when you ask them any questions, they really don't know.
Has a doctor ever said those words to you before, Dunning-Kruger?
No, I was never been diagnosed.
Okay.
I may be self-diagnosed, but
it sounds like a horrible STD.
Yeah, because I do come across as confident. And I think a lot of times confidence, people look at confidence and they go, "Oh, he must know what he's talking about or she's talking about."
Right.
But it doesn't really translate. So
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
proof-
call that the Freddy Krueger
He said
phenomenon.
STD. Does
Yeah.
sound like it itches a
the
little.
proof is always in the pudding, and those people usually shake out or they become managers. I'm just saying. That's generally what happens in corporate America. If they're not cutting it here, like, oh, we're promoting. Let's see what he does there, right? It's a weird effect, but yeah, Dunning-Kruger.
Makes
So.
sense. Okay, I'll do some research on that. Prairie Fresh also went on. I guess they put like a barbecue quiz online that you can go check out if you want to. You kind of fill it out, and then it'll give you like some tips and tricks based on your personal grilling style. Next, we got Mark Your Calendars. MBBQA has announced that legendary pitmaster Pat Martin will be at the Nashville Fire and Flavor. That's September 12th at the Travelers Rest. We've been there.
We have.
Very cool place.
It's an amazing place.
2-day event, live fire cooking competitions, pitmaster demonstrations, food sampling, vendors, plenty of barbecue. Pat Martin, the owner of Martin's Barbecue Joint and host of Life of Fire, will be there, meeting fans, sharing the tradition of whole hog barbecue. And Chris Lilly's going to be there doing a VIP dinner, so that should be pretty badass.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
we should go.
Yeah, we should go.
We should go.
We should go cook.
You we weren't invited to go cook.
I know.
Jane's gonna be set up in a parking lot. Like Chris Lilly's over here if you want to go over there, but I'm gonna be over here.
No, I would just
in the
lie.
parking lot.
I would just say, no, hey, listen, so this is the first tasting for Lily. So you want to come over here first and try this. And then when they start eating, they're like, oh, it's really good. And I'm gonna go, lies. It's not Lily, it's me. Right? And just throw shade. Yeah.
Okay. Well, tickets are on sale now at MBBQA's website. Kids 12 and under get in free with an adult.
Damn, we gotta bring an adult.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, I know you do.
If you want to get in free and you're 12 and under, yes, you need to bring an adult.
There it is.
Rubs of Honor deadline is Monday. So basically, the folks that are watching this live, this is your your last chance.
Yeah, that's right. You send it out today.
You need to overnight it, probably FedEx.
Yeah. Send it out today.
I'm not sure why
you're not going to be
share that, but
no, it's good.
It is what it is.
It's live.
Yeah, go to Barbecue News Magazine and get the little form, fill it out, and send it fast. Speaking of Barbecue News Magazine, their newest edition, their newest copy is coming out. It'll be in your mailboxes, your inboxes, not your mailboxes, Saturday. So if you're not subscribed to Barbecue News Magazine, you should be, because it's freaking awesome. Kel and Janet are amazing. They do good work, and they have featured us in a recipe. So they're obviously awesome. 2
recipes.
Yeah.
Was it 2 or 1?
It was 2.
2 recipes. No, listen, this is what I like about the power of just organizations that are out to do good. This is what they do. They bring together like-minded people. If you're in a business, if you've got one of these going, right? It's a perfect organization to be a part of. You've got Kerry Bringle with the peg leg pork or the whiskey, which I think they just I think he won a lot of awards.
He did. Yeah, he did.
A shit ton of awards, and it may have placed first in a whole lot of categories as a new whiskey.
We have no specifics.
I'm being
serious. No, I know he did. I know he did. I just don't remember what it was.
But yeah, I think out of 3 different tasting organizations, whatever else, I think he was an overwhelming. Yeah, it was a yes. It was like it was high scores.
Well, it's supposed to be good stuff.
It is, but that's what the MBBQA does. It's not just barbecue. It's not just grilling. It's like-minded people trying to get the products out, get something going, collab with people or whatever else, and it's a perfect opportunity to get yourself in front of them. And you've got a seasoning, you've got a rub, you've got a sauce, you've got a style of doing something, a Bloody Mary. It doesn't matter, right? You're getting yourself in front of some of the biggest owners or the biggest ventures around the world in that segment, right? And I can't say enough nice things about the guys and obviously Janet's mom. So I love her. Yeah, so
they are the best. Okay, speaking of last minute, last chance to get in on things. I was talking to Brooke Lewis over there at Shed Barbecue. They have 2 events coming up. The first one is August 7th and 8th, and that is the Shed Barbecue Rib Rumble. Correct. I like their little artwork. No, that's not it.
Apologize.
This is the other one. He's going to bring it up if you're watching. It's anyways, registration for this Rib Barbecue Cook-Off Association website. Custom trophies. Those are made by Live Fire and Smoke Show, which is the guys over there at Cotton Gin and Travel Fire and Game Changer Smokers. And their sponsor is Space Nine Knives. But this is, I think, the second. Yeah, this is the second one. I think the first one was maybe when we were there. Was that a rib cook-off?
No, that was the showdown.
Okay. Well, this is the
that
second.
was the barbecue showdown, right?
Yeah. Okay. So this
So
is the
steak-
first or the second time they're doing the Rib Rumble. I guess we haven't
Okay.
been to that one yet. We should go to that one too. That would be fun.
John,
We should just
I
go to
love
all of them.
I love your ideas.
Why don't we quit our jobs
Fine.
and do this?
Let me call my boss real quick. I gotta go. Listen, give me 5 minutes. It's gonna be kind of awkward, but let me call.
Can we do
and
this
just-
on the air? This
Yeah,
would be great,
no,
actually.
yeah,
Put them on
it's
speaker.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, and then so the next cook-off they have coming up. I have a little bit more time to plan for this one. This is our BCA comp, September 18th and 19th. What is it called? I don't know. I guess it's just the BC barbecue, the Shed Barbecues BCA competition. Let's see. That's it. Hold on. That is September 18th and 19th. And you can go to the BCA website or the Shed's Barbecue website to get yourself signed up for that. And they'll have ancillaries on Friday night. And as always at the Shed, there'll be a huge party Friday night, live music, all that kind of stuff. Jan's thinking about going to this one too.
I am. Damn, I am.
Yeah.
Ocean
Springs.
Springs, man.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else to do there. So that
It's like
if you're there.
6 hours away. Seven.
Yeah, it was longer.
8 hours.
It was
8
longer
hours
than that. We
away.
drove there once.
8 hours.
Anyways, go check them out. That's all I got for the hot off the grill barbecue news.
There it is. Cheers, fellas. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I tried to sip of this beer really quick.
Tastes
I
like a peanut
feel
butter and jelly
like I'm getting a
sandwich.
peanut butter and jelly out of that, right? I'm not. I don't know how I feel about that. I've got mixed reviews on how I feel about it. I just want to throw it out there. Like they said, it's a peanut butter sour. I feel like this is a peanut butter and I'm a peanut butter and jelly sour. This is definitely a peanut butter and jelly sour.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
You got Michael in the comments. He said, "What's up, guys?" And you got Pit Live. They said,
Oh,
"My
shit.
brothers, what's happening?"
Dude,
And he said, with the yellow light behind John, he looks like he's in a timeout.
he is in a timeout. He is in a timeout. Yeah.
It's mood lighting.
Yeah.
Blue Owl Brewing. They do a lot of sours. I feel like everything we've had from them has been
Been a sour.
beer.
Yeah, I think they're kind of known for that.
But this does taste like a peanut butter and jelly.
It does.
Are we wanting to score this now, or are we gonna keep sipping on
Let's
this?
fire it off. Let's get a score going.
Yeah,
Let's
do
go.
this.
Let's go. Let's hit it one more time. Let's go. You want to score? You have to score in your head.
No, I'm gonna.
I know
I'm
Derek's
gonna,
got to score in
I'm
his
gonna
head.
tell him how our scoring system works real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Good.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, just so it's 1 to 10.
A W.
Right.
Right.
You nailed it. Perfect. Okay, Jan, what do you think? Purple. Yeah, so 5 is in the middle. 5 is an average beer. Like for me, a 5 is a Coors Light. It's fine. It's good. I'll drink it. 10 is obviously, we've never scored anything at 10, but a 10 is a perfect beer. And you can
But
work
there
it
can
out
be in
from there.
halves. You can do a
You can do
7.5,
decimals, obviously.
7.8, yeah,
you
whatever
want,
else,
any
right?
kind of decimal you want. So yeah, it goes average, good, great, really great, perfect, whatever.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah. Get it.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Uh,
why I asked you
this is-
to
I
read.
wish this was a little colder. I'm gonna be honest.
Listen, it's been a nice, man.
Okay. I
The
don't know.
can is
Maybe
thick.
the can is thick. That's what I was just thinking.
Mm.
But it is good, and I
cold.
appreciate you buying it, James. Thank you very
You're
much.
It's a $95 beer.
I like it. I don't think I could drink. I don't know if I can finish one, honestly, but it's probably I'll go 8. This is an 8. It's good.
8?
Yeah, I like it.
Shit, dude.
I think it's great. Again, I don't think I can drink. Maybe it's not an 8. I don't know, man.
Well, okay, think about this. What do they advertise?
It is exactly what they advertise, but that doesn't mean anything. I know it does to you, but if they said this tastes like shit and you drink it, it tastes like shit, that'll make it a 10.
No, but they told you it was shit.
No, they said it's peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Hey, what do you got, Derek?
So I'm not the best at rating something like this because I do not hardly drink any beer these days. And I'm not much of a sour drinker to begin with. It does taste like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It does.
My goodness, it does. Which is a neat gimmick for me. And I'm sure there's a market. Like I was never the peanut butter stout or the chocolate stout guy either. Like I could drink some sips of those and say, hey, this tastes good, but I'm not going to drink a whole one.
Mhm.
Right.
So I'm going to go like 6.5.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, Derek, great. I mean, right now, I feel like we're here with this. We're really here with this. What's the ABV on this?
5.5, I think, or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go 6.8 on this, but it is what it advertised. If you're into peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, this is the beer for you. If you're like, I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every single day at lunch, and when I go home for like made afternoon snack. I have one on Saturdays. I have one. I put bananas in it. If you get that intricate and that's who you are, this is the beer for you. Buy one of these beers. Quit eating that. Just eat one of these on the way to
Pack
work.
this in your lunch.
Done.
So this was made for
Done.
elementary school kids.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kid
So
friendly.
my two questions to Jan were: is this a breakfast beer, and is this a kid's beer?
No, this is definitely a kid's beer. This is not a breakfast beer, but if you want to pack one for your like lunch, 100%. This is a lunch sipper. This is like, hey, I got some calories. I got a little bit of alcohol, which can turn into sugar, and then it's going to spike everything in my body. This is the beer for you, right here. So, yeah, I think it's a good beer. I think it's what they advertised. It's just not for me.
Well, you gave it a 6.8. That's pretty good.
6.8. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that concludes the Grabbing the Brisket.
Yeah.
Beer review.
There it is.
Did we have an unpopular barbecue opinion?
Bring it up.
I can't see it, so you have to do it.
It says no wrap ribs are vastly superior to the 3-2-1 method. And this is coming from Dangerous Package 8766.
Dangerous package.
Dangerous.
Sometimes the names are more fun.
Right.
Than,
I know. You should start off
like
with
a
that.
self-proclaimed.
Oh,
This
is
is
it now?
I assume it is. He
This
just
is-
goes around, or she just has a.
Dangerous
I think he
package.
introduces himself like that.
She?
Yeah.
Could be she.
Oh, could be a she.
You don't know.
You think they have an email address? It's like dangerous package at
6969.
gmail.com.
At Hotmail. I always think like crazy.
AOL.
I just think like
AOL.
crazy names like that are always tied to a Hotmail or an AOL. You know what I mean? At
Yeah.
Hotmail. You're
Somebody
like,
that
"Ugh."
picked it when they were 17.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you got to
No.
stick with it.
That's it. You have to. It's got to migrate somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Is this okay? Two parts. Is this an unpopular opinion, and is it true?
No, I think it's unpopular.
Okay. So most people would say 3-2-1 are better than no wrap.
To be honest, I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of 3-2-1.
When I first started cooking, 3-2-1 was the way to go because it was hard to screw up. I mean, it made mush ribs, but it was
That's the
it was-
problem
family
with it.
loved it,
Yeah.
right?
It's just
But-
overcooked ribs.
No wrap. I mean, if you don't do that right, you can screw those up pretty bad.
Yeah, no, 100%. But
Try it out.
but he's looking for bark. He's looking. If you do it right, though, if you do it right,
Mhm.
it may be right.
I think you probably.
If you perfected that rib, James.
Yeah, I think you probably have to be a far superior cook to manage a no wrap rib versus a 3-2 or
Yeah.
a wrapped
A
rib.
2-2
Yeah.
or anything
you're
else, right? Yeah.
far superior cook. The product wise, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's superior. It's just based off preference.
If he's talking just 3-2-1, then he's probably right. If he's saying
Okay.
any kind of wrap ribs, if it's a 2-2, I like the
Yeah.
wrap.
So I think he should have qualified. Are we talking spare ribs? Or are we talking baby backs?
Baby back, I like not wrapped.
I love not wrapped.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
I'm
gonna say
never
that.
wrapping a baby back.
Yeah. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't.
I'm just not doing it.
Okay. I believe you.
So you think about that, like because you go around the United States, a lot of these competitions, they're squaring those bones up and they're cooking. I've seen some where they're cooking like 15 portions of
Yeah. Like six bones.
a baby back, baby back ribs to turn in, 6 of them.
Mhm.
It's crazy to me, but they're
Wasteful.
cheap, so it's
Wasteful.
yeah.
Right? It's
Like,
wasteful.
well, you're gonna eat them.
We'll get into, I don't know. Yeah,
You're not, but
I
like,
will eat them.
but the party will,
Okay.
right?
Right.
We should
get
have
into
asked this. Derek, do you do any barbecue?
So I have a griddle,
Okay.
and then
Perfect.
Yes.
and so like I've done a few stints of carnivore, and I eat very high protein, a lot of beef, and then this little project with the rum, it took up every single cent I own. So my beef consumption's gone down a bit. It's
Yeah.
a lot more ground
You're
these days.
supplementing rice now. Shit,
Yeah,
man,
and-
we're off the keto. Fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And and so that's how, and the reason I don't own a smoker is because I've got that severe ADD with a little OCD in there.
Mm.
And I've been a fabricator since I was a teenager. And so I was always going to be like, I've got this old butane tank. Like I'm going to turn it into my big party smoker.
Mm.
And then I've got like, like a big, like one of the big propane tanks that like, I want to build my own small smoker. And because I haven't got to that yet, because I have 5 project vehicles.
It'll consume you.
Yeah.
That's
and
why.
So
Yeah.
I have not, I'm like, I'm not going to buy one. I can build one.
Yeah.
Right.
And I haven't got to it
Right.
yet.
You're like,
When I'm 70 one day, I'm gonna have the best smoker that I've really like perfected.
Yeah.
And so yeah, my dad runs like the charcoal grill when we're out at his place. And then I've got several friends who are very proud of their ability to run their smoker.
Mhm.
And those are good friends. My neighbor, like he literally is like, hey, they're having a sale at ribs and HEB. So like I bought you some. So if you want to chip in a little or something like that. And then every time he fires up the smoker, he's like, here's yours.
yeah.
That's a
Oh,
good
I
friend,
love
actually.
that.
Yeah.
Love
Love
that.
that.
Love that for
That's
sure.
kind of how we started. We were
Mhm.
neighbors. I moved in across the street from him and fell in love with his cooking.
You
Yeah.
you
That's
said
true.
5
That is true.
project cars.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah. So they're all those cars that I bought for like $1,000 to $2,000. And then I've been slowly throwing $20,000 to $30,000 at each one of them. And none of them are complete because again, that whole ADD thing kicks in. And I'm like, that's cool. I
Yeah.
should work on that for a while.
Yeah.
What
And so
kind?
Right.
Yeah. What kind of cars are we talking about here?
I have a 73 Ford Bronco that worked perfectly
That's cool.
fine. And I'm like, let's make it better. So
That
I
it
tore it
did.
completely
Yeah.
apart.
Man.
Like,
That it did.
I literally like fabricated the axles like bought a bare tube housing, welded the knuckles on, stretched the stretched the wheelbase. It's got air struts at all 4 corners. It's on 40s, but it sits low on 40s. So like I had to like redo front body mounts to clear the tires. And then I have an 88 Ford Centurion, which is the 4-door 1-ton
Yeah.
Bronco that Ford never built, but you could order it from a coach company. They were built for like Midwest, like rodeo families and stuff.
Oh shit.
And I've converted it to like the newer front end with the fiberglass of the 6-inch flares. It's on 39-inch like desert tires. I've got more in shocks on that truck than I have in my last vehicle. And then full
What
roll
was that one
cage.
again? I'm sorry.
It's a Ford Centurion. So it's like the OJ Simpson Bronco, except
Yeah.
it's a 4-door 1-ton.
Yeah.
And I swapped it. It had a 460 in it. I put a Cummins in it that's built. And it was 2-wheel drive. I swapped it to like long travel 4-wheel. It's got more travel than a Raptor by far. But again, not even close to being done. All the chassis fab's mainly done. It's all the wiring and plumbing and all that stuff, which that I haven't been good at getting to since I had kids.
Yeah.
And then I've got a
amazing.
couple Jeep CJ10s that I bought at auction. I had a 79 Cherokee Chief that like I got it up and going. And then a customer at the shop I used to work at a long time ago saw it. And like, I want that. Maybe an offer I couldn't refuse. Then paid me in the shop I worked at to finish it out. And then I hated watching him drive off
Yeah.
of that thing.
Oh
That's
man.
the worst.
That'd break
There
my
it
heart.
goes.
That'd break my heart. That's good. That's so good. So John's dad is big into building.
Yeah, he does like hot rod type. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
got a 67 El Camino, 58 Apache. He got a bunch of them. He's got 5 or 6
Yeah.
trucks and mostly trucks, honestly.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you ever been out to Hot August Nights?
I have not.
Okay, it's
Is that
awesome.
in
If you like-
Austin or
it's in Reno.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit further.
It's something like 10,000 cars out there or something. Like the whole town just fills up with hot rods, and every hotel and casino has their own show going. It's pretty awesome. So, if you're out there, check
I'll
it
get
out.
invited one day.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Yeah.
John.
John just shows
Not
up and goes,
today.
I'm not going to be here, guys. And then he's not here.
Yeah,
It's
we just-
fire.
we
Me
just see
and Jay just
pictures.
sit there and stare at each other like, all right, well.
The problem is I'll go and I'm like, I'm gonna buy that.
You guys know it's the same week every year.
I don't know. It could be one of those things where they say hot August nights, but it's actually like in
June.
October.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like Oktoberfest is
like-
in September.
exactly.
That's not
We're not
right.
really sure
We
how
know
that
what we're
science
talking
works,
It's
but
been 7 years, and I've gone every year we've done the
Yeah.
show.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
There's
Well,
Christmas
maybe-
in July.
Maybe, yeah, there is. And maybe this year, maybe we're not going to be here. Maybe we'll go to hot dog.
I'm sorry.
Hot August
You
nights.
sound like me.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't say it, but thank you to, was it Dangerous Package?
Yes.
Yes.
For sending in your
Yeah.
unpopular opinion. You guys want to send in about unpopular opinion or a barbecue win, barbecue fail, recipes, anything you want to share, or you just want to talk shit, you can do that. Give us a call. We have a hotline. It's 434-829-2299. You can text that number. You can send pictures. You can leave voicemails. No one will answer, but you can do any of those things. Also, you can email us info@grabinthebrisket.com or hit our website, grabthebrisket.com. And we will we'll share it on the show. And
Hell
if you
yeah.
talk shit, we will talk shit back.
Oh,
So,
dude.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I
It's coming.
hope someone does.
It's
been a while.
I always hope somebody
Yeah.
does.
It used to
Yeah.
just be you they talk shit to.
I know.
I know. I
Which
missed
was
it.
great.
I actually missed that too.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I really missed that.
It was great when we had all the sound effects.
Greg,
on the
Greg
board.
was so good. Dude, he was so good.
It became a
He would start off, Jan's a bitch.
yeah. Every single
I'm
person
like,
after a while started
fuck
opening
yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Bring it, buddy. Bring it. Bring the heat.
Yeah, someone please bring that back. Johnny Maggs, if you're listening, leave me a voice. You can do it on my personal line. I'll share it.
Yeah, I'll share John's personal line too, man. Put it out there.
It's already out there
Yeah.
everywhere.
Man, Derek, thank you
welcome
so
to the
much
show.
for coming in and let us get through some of this this barbecue talk. But you came today to talk a little bit about rum.
Yes, that's mainly what I talk about these days.
And so just give us a little bit of a backstory. Like one, like why rum? Like, I mean, there's so many different spirits out there. This is something obviously your brain works in a certain way and whatever, but it's like rum.
So it's a combination of a whole lot of things, a little bit of divine inspiration. But I played college ball and I wrecked my knee. Like I was bone on bone at 21.
Ooh.
I trained an entire spring and summer without a PCL.
Okay.
And
Damn.
so like it wore like a silver dollar size portion of cartilage off my femur. And all I wanted to do was just, get a spot on the team and like
Just play.
play. And
Yeah.
so I'm wearing like neoprene sleeves, ankle to hip, all this stuff. Finally, a doc notices me and like, let me look at that. Cause he was seeing another guy post-op and he's like, you shouldn't be standing on that leg. Long story short. Yeah. They see the condition it's in. They're like, hey, you need a total knee replacement. I was 21 at the time. They're like, no one's going to touch it till you're 40. And some experimental things come along. The NFL docs loved playing on me because I wasn't in the league.
Yeah.
And sort of like, we can try the new stuff on this kid because he's not worth anything. And so I had 7 different knee surgeries, some of which were major, some of which were just like them grabbing cartilage out of my knee, growing it in the lab, reinserting it, doing all this stuff. And at the end of every surgery, I'd do a year worth of rehab and they're like, okay, go jog. And I jog and it just swell right up. And after years of experimentation, I found if I cut corn and wheat and then kind of seed oils out of my diet, then the inflammation went away. Like I could do squats again. I could go run, like felt better than I ever had, just with other things too. And with my diet that clean, I've become like, over the years getting really into bourbon.
Yep.
And I would drink 2 fingers of a real good bourbon with my diet that clean. And the next day I'd have like sinus crud, like fairly heavily. And of course, I had to test that theory a bunch of times.
Yeah, right. Of course. Of course.
It's science.
Yeah.
And so finally I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess there's still like people say like the gluten's gone out of a bourbon or whatever, but it's just something about like the corn and the wheat. And there's something in there that's causing me some inflammation. So that made me start becoming a good tequila and good rum drinker. And over the years, I found the rums that get closer to a bourbon. Because rum, the rules are really lax. It's not like a bourbon where a governing body said this is what it has to be a bourbon. And so it varies all over the place. So I got to where I was drinking those things. And then I had an old business. We were doing, we were manufacturing our main product in Houston. But as I was growing, getting into some electronic side of the things, I was doing some stuff overseas, about to really expand when COVID hit. About to take out a giant loan. And then right when that stuff, all the COVID stuff hits, everything shuts down. It was months before, like the ships were parked off Long Beach.
Yep.
Even when manufacturing was, and I heard from inside sources what they were doing to like people in China. And I finally said, screw it. I don't ever want to do business with China again. And I continued to sell some of the products we made in the US on my website with no effort. I'm like, all right, what's my next gig? And then my wife's cousin patented this technology that it's an ultrasonic filtration of spirits that literally breaks down the molecules of the congeners that make stuff harsh, and that gets in the way of those barrel notes you want to taste on a spirit like a vodka. You make premium vodka by distilling it and filtering it a bunch of times. His process for way cheaper could make a premium level vodka for less money. And so I had watched him figure that technology out, and then the success with his brand, Gentle Ben's. He's got a vodka, bourbon, and a gin.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's that guy. He walks into a bar for the second time and everybody would yell Ricky as he came through the door.
Right.
You like hanging out with him.
Yeah.
And so after just mulling over it, I'm like, it'd be fun to work with Ricky. And so I reached out to him and I'm like, hey, I've got this idea for a rum that I don't think exists the way I think it should. do you think you could help me get it to market? And he's like, of course I can. It's going to be tough, but we're going to have a lot of fun. And unfortunately, Ricky passed before we got to market. But his wife still owns the company. The main people who ran the shop are still all out there, and they're still doing great things out of there. It's a bummer that we never would have done it if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for his process that he developed. But we're committed now.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the thought of being able to work with Ricky, doing something I'm into, and I've been allergic to middle management my whole life. And so I quickly realized, like, I got to be my own boss, or my dream job would be if somebody else ran this company, I was their number two with all the creative stuff, but
All
I
day
haven't been
long.
able to make that happen.
Right.
All day long.
And so, yeah, like reached out to him and we started working on this. And I think we finally like hit it out of the park with what I was going for. Once we ran it through his process and I had that first sample, and then I let some of my buddies try before and after, and they're like, how much money do you need? And and at that point I'm like, don't pay me now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I need to get over all the big hurdles and stuff. And so to this point, we've raised no capital yet. We're about to need to,
Yeah.
but we wanted to really like figure this out, get a distributor, get to market. And again, like we were talking about earlier, I've been, the faking it till I make it is starting to turn into a little bit of knowledge in the industry.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, the Kruger Dunning effect right
Exactly.
there.
Oh, yeah.
No, I love it. No, yeah, no, it's not really, but because you're going through the process and you're learning as you go and whatever. Dude, I love the logo. I love the name of this. And when you turn this around, you look in the front and you see a little bit of the rum on a mission here. You're able to read about it and you're like, okay, this I get that. Where did that come from?
So right when we made the decision, like, okay, we are going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is my brand? And then like, it came to me pretty quick. I decided I want my brand to be pro-American exceptionalism and patriotic, especially in a time where a lot of big corporations almost tell the consumer, like, we hate you, but still buy our
exactly
product.
right. Exactly.
And so,
Great.
and like, I started with those thoughts, and then it just came to me. I pictured like that image that's on our label. We'd recently celebrated the 80th anniversary of D-Day, not far before that point. I'm at a point in my life where I'm really getting into World War II history. I'm looking into both my grandfathers served in World War II. Both my great uncles served, and just like really learning more about their service. One of my grandpas landed at Omaha Beach, fought through the Battle of the Bulge. And I'm like, man, that's it. And then I've got a mentor who's one of my coaches in college. And I sent him a text at that moment. I said, Higgins Boat Rum. And he responded like immediately, like, I literally just read the part in Eisenhower's book where he said, that's the boat that won the war. And then the second I mentioned it to my wife later that evening, quick Google search, and one of the first few articles that comes up is Higgins Industries out of New Orleans that built the Higgins boat. During Prohibition, they would build the Coast Guard ships, and it's strongly rumored that they'd go to the rum runners and say, we're going to build you faster boats.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm like, oh, that just kind of like really
Solidified
that.
that.
exactly. It
I
just
love it.
gave me that extra little bit of like, yep, this is it. And my mentor, he works on a foundation now. And he's like, hey man, I think you need to like get ready to scale this, hit the ground running. Maybe you should talk to somebody, like spend some money up front on the branding side of things. And I had the idea, I had the name, I had the general idea, but we brought in the guy who took my idea and made the copy and the words around it, and then brought in like the ringer of a designer who, as simple as the design is, I think we like, he took my idea, he took 45% of what I told him and then deviated from that. And I'm like, that's not what I told you. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, but I do like that.
And then I'm like, well, why don't you change this? He's like, I'm going to take 45% of your change and do it my way. And I'm like, okay, you nailed it.
Which is
And-
hard when you're thinking about it, but when you see it, you go, okay,
yeah,
I see it. Yeah.
And so the combination of those things, and then my wife and I were founding members of the Redneck Country Club, and like we loved that place, used to go all the time. And through that, we were introduced to the PTSD Foundation of America's Camp Hope, and we had participated in some of like their barbecue cook-offs and fundraisers and all those other things. But I'd always felt, man, I'm supposed to do something more. I just don't know how.
Yeah.
And the second this brand came to me, like, this is it. And so I reached out to David Malsby, the executive director, and I knew there'd be a little bit of stuff around the fact that like that is a place where like people deal with substance abuse. And like, I'm like, hey, I'm not asking y'all to promote me.
Right.
I've always been a little wary about donating to 501c3s without really vetting them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I agree.
And so like I wanted to be able to tell people this is who we're giving to. And so like I'm like, hey, I'd love permission to like say on the bottle that we give to y'all. And he's like, the board's a little uncomfortable at first with that. And so that's why on the back of the label, it's a little more vague around that we give to organizations that deal with, PTSD.
Yep.
So we do 10% of the profits of every bottle. Right now, they go to Camp Hope in Houston.
Okay.
The on-premise facility for the PTSD Foundation of America. And since we've been working with them over the last year, they're like, all right, so if you want to do a hang tag or something that says that. So pretty soon we're probably going to have like a little hang tag on the thing that has their logo on it and say we're giving directly to them. But on our website, it says, hey, this is who we give to. And we've got, pictures of us handing them a check. And so, because we believe in what they're doing and they're getting good results.
No, 100%. No, that's what it's about. It's like I love the fact that you're like, you have it put together like in your head, it's like, I want to do something that's giving back. I want pro-America. I'm not, a pro-America excellence, right? Especially in a time where you had a lot of people like, I'll just give you an example here.
Say it, Jan.
We just had the Olympics come here, and there's been a lot of shit talking about all the other world's medias and everything else about America until people get here and they have a different worldview. It changes immediately when they get here. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's so agreeable. Everybody's so thankful, right? And they're like, oh my God, we thought you guys were in the middle of a civil war. The way we're told, the way the news makes it sound, like you guys are in shambles here. And we get here and we love it. This is by far like it blew everybody's expectations out of the water, and it's the same premise. It's like, I love the fact you're giving back. This Camp Hope is amazing. Hell yeah, man. That's commendable. That's awesome.
I feel like we should taste this.
We should taste this.
Just
We should do a little taste right here. Do a little taste right here.
We should taste it or
A
something.
little sipper.
Yeah.
Little silver sipper.
So we take our silver rum is a pure copper pot still silver that it's kind of got a good like earthy, grassy sugarcane note.
God, it's such a good smell.
And then
I love rum, by the way.
And then we age the silver rum for 4 years in used bourbon barrels. We don't add any molasses back. Most aged rums do. We don't blend any younger rum. Most aged rums do.
Yep.
Then we have the fact that it's aged on the Gulf Coast. So we have those like hot, humid summers. And then we also have some cold winters. Not the whole winter, but we have those. And so as opposed to a Caribbean rum, which sits just at hot and humid,
Right.
we get hotter and more humid. And then you have like New England rum, which takes twice as long to age to equal an equivalent Caribbean rum. And so it's really soaking those barrel notes out. And then that process that we use like really gets out of the way of those barrel notes. And so they come through even more.
Yeah.
And so we call this a bourbon drinker's rum. Like that was our goal, to make something that the bourbon hound who likes trying different stuff would love throwing this in the mix.
I'm excited. Which one should we try first? Does it make a difference?
So I'd probably say try this silver first. Now, there's a few people who here I got.
Okay, he's got little cups over here for us.
I brought some tasting cups
Love
too.
this.
I always keep them in my case. And so there's a handful of guys I know who like love to just straight up sip on the silver. To me, it's mainly like a premium, like Caribbean cocktail and daiquiri ingredient.
Okay.
But it's smooth, it's clean. And then I definitely consider the Reserve a sipper, but
Mikey,
it's not.
You want to sip, Mike?
But it's not so expensive that you wouldn't. It's the Reserve's not so expensive that you wouldn't put it in a cocktail. We do a lot of the classic tiki drinks with like an ounce of each of our rums, just to kind of mix those flavor profiles.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't know rum was that intricate. You know what I mean? Like the making of it in the storing and the humidity and the different variations of rum. That's pretty interesting. I like that.
Well, like all barrel aged spirits, like that are going to benefit from like those cycles and stuff. And again, the barrel you're using, the barrel you're finishing in, all that stuff makes a big difference. And then rum can either be made, it's made some product from sugar. And so ours is made from molasses. Molasses is a byproduct of making sugar.
Mhm.
Some people make it from cane juice, and then other people make it from like sugar, like
Yep.
just like
Just
literally
raw
like
sugar.
they make like
Yeah.
a sugar wine and distill it.
Yep.
And so, and then of course the barrel, the type of still you use is going
Mm-hmm.
to like, when you get into like a column still versus a pot still, column stills are great for like vodkas because it's getting as close to pure alcohol as you can get, versus on a rum, we want a little bit of that funk left over
Mhm.
and just,
Let it
Yeah.
just.
That is good.
Very-
It's got a sweet and dry. It's a little funk to it. It's good. I like that. James, you're missing out.
Yeah.
I actually drink rum
All
a
day
lot,
long.
but it's usually mixed with something. But this is really good.
Yeah.
well, and so whenever I taste our silver rum, unfortunately, Total Wine doesn't carry our silver yet because they hopped on our reserve right off the bat because they're like, hey, it fits a price category that we currently aren't really represented in. And then our silver, like there's other ones close to it. And so we haven't got it there yet. But all the independent stores that carry it, when I taste it, I'll make up a classic lime daiquiri, like a 100-year-old lime daiquiri. Not most people are thinking of like one that comes out of like a, electric machine that you get in
Yeah,
a cheap
frozen,
place in
yeah.
New Orleans. And those are higher in sugar and lower in ABV, so they'll freeze. And they're usually made with cheap rum. And so the classic daiquiri is fresh lime juice, sugar, and like our silver rum or a white rum. And it's a great cocktail. Like people will be coming to the liquor store while I'm tasting it to buy like ingredients for a margarita. They'll taste that and like, what's in that? And I tell them like, oh, I'm going to make that today.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's so much
I
easier.
can see that.
Yeah, and better for you. Yeah.
That and there's
it's-
just so many
That-
good old recipes for like good rum cocktails.
that is super smooth.
Mhm.
Definitely. It's the you do get a little bit of the. We'll try to get one more shot.
Is it a breakfast rum?
Never. It's not a breakfast rum.
Definitely a breakfast rum. Yeah, 1%. No, it's just man. I'm a rum guy. I like rums. But that definitely has the you're not obviously Asian barrel and whatever else.
So the silver's unaged.
It's unaged. This is aged, unaged. It's clean, man.
Wait, so is
It's
this
super clean.
basically the same thing, but that one's been aged, or is
Correct,
There different?
yeah.
Okay, so the color just comes from the barrel, basically.
Exactly.
Wow, dude,
Yeah, the
that's
caramel
so
notes.
cool.
That's the same thing with bourbon. So,
Okay.
Bourbon's a clear liquid, like, you
It-
get the white dog that comes off the still,
Yeah,
and just most people aren't a big fan of that flavor until you
Right.
add those,
tastes like hairspray.
Those notes. Yeah. So I was actually in Blanco and stopped at a distillery there, and I had a buddy of mine that was like, "Hey, I got a buddy that works here, or a friend that works here. Let's go in." So I went in, and next thing you know, we're at the bar, and they're like, "Hey, you want to do a sample?" And it was like bourbons and whatever else. But I go outside where they're actually distilling, and you could see it running, and I was like, "Well, that's clear." We're like, "Yeah, we haven't aged yet." I was like, "Well, it looks like vodka." They're like, "Yeah, we know, it's not." I was like,
Listen,
Are-
dumbass.
and then I was like, "Are y'all making vodka?" And he was like, "Can you please shut the hell
How
up?
did you get back
I'm
here?
not making
Who
vodka."
is this guy?
Yeah, this dude had no idea who I was or anything else. And he was like, "No, I'm not making vodka. It's just
Yeah.
this is gonna be."
Did you tell him you had a podcast?
No, I did not. I did not say anything.
You probably should've told him.
I was like, "This is a whiskey," and I go, "Huh? I never had white whiskey before. That's weird. That's where it's clear." And so, but when you go inside, you can actually go through the levels, and so I actually had a basically, I know it's a finished version, but without being barreled, and then or aged or anything else, and then go all the way through. I was like, dude, I was blown away.
And probably drunk.
Oh, really drunk. And then I had to drive all the way home, which is Blanco, Texas. It's not close.
It's not a good idea.
Not close.
Uh,
So
Do we have that sound
Yeah.
effect? We do not condone Jan's
We-
actions
no,
or whatever it is.
it's
We need
fine.
to probably-
it's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. Made it home. Told the story. But anyways, I thought it was a cool experience. But you're right, and I've never really thought about it before. But I was like, man, that's like all this color, the caramel, the complexity of it comes from that. So, and does it matter what kind of barrel you're storing in?
Oh, yeah. So the thing about a bourbon is the rules they developed it for it. If you have to use a new American charred white oak barrel.
Yeah.
And for rum, we can use a used bourbon barrel, which like actually gives us the benefit of a little of that bourbon taste.
Oh, yeah.
A little
Mhm.
bit
Yeah.
of like the kind of
The
leftover from it.
leaching.
Yeah. So is it, I mean, I assume it's still, lack of a better word, still moist, still can get a little bit of that. I don't know. Is it dried out and just, you just dump the rum in there and it just kind of soaks in
You just-
whatever's kind of permeated into the wood?
So if you look at a used barrel
Mhm.
and like look at the stave from the top,
Mhm.
you will see often about halfway or so into it, like the stain,
Okay.
like where it's soaked into the wood.
Okay.
And so like, but each like hot and cold cycle, it's coming in and out. And then you're also having like evaporation. Like the longer you age, the more you're going to lose.
Okay.
Yeah. So you think of like a full barrel that's corked and just sealed. And you're like, well, how could I lose anything out of that? And you're like, well, it's because it's leaching into the wood, right? I mean, it's like, it makes perfect sense, but I don't think a lot of people think about that, to be honest with you.
And if you
Mhm.
you ever go in a rack room of a place that's aging a lot of stuff, you'll see some of the barrels will have like staining going down the side. Cause I mean, again, it's a bunch of wood that's
Mhm.
Yeah.
just been bent together and formed real tight that when it soaks in stuff, it soaks out. I've got a used old barrel that I've used as like a kind of pub table at our house. And I have to spray it with a mister bottle ever so often, or like all of a sudden, like the rings on the barrel will like fall off.
You get a
because-
Start to get loose. Yeah.
yeah,
right.
I need
You
to like expand the wood
yeah,
a little bit
right.
to keep it together.
I never
That's
even
funny.
thought of that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Has, and again, just trying to tie this into a little barbecue, taking that wood and burning it in some type of cooking aspect. I've seen
You
I've
can
seen
actually
it.
buy
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you can
I've
actually
seen
buy
it
that
in
now.
stores,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can buy an aged whiskey barrel as just little
Smoking
pieces
chunks?
of wood. Yeah,
Yeah.
smoke chunks, and you toss it on. You get that. I mean, it's dried out. It's
Okay.
not a
Dude,
dirty smoke or anything.
We should do something with one of these.
Definitely.
Like cook something.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, and bourbon and barbecue sauce and basting have always gone kind of, together. And
We're about to do a rum sauce.
Yeah.
It's about to happen.
okay.
Yeah,
Sounds amazing.
yeah. This
I'm
is
hungry.
happening. Dude, you're always
I'm
hungry.
hungry.
Jesus,
Oh,
this
man.
guy.
Okay.
No, it's super cool. Okay, so what do we have here?
We're gonna do that one. Yeah.
So that's our reserve. Yeah. So that's, like I said, the one that our silver rum that has been aged like 40 years.
So talk about that for a second. I see everybody thinks like you make a spirit and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to age it a little bit else or whatever else. 4 years. So it's like your product. You worked 4 years ago to make a product and have it sit on a shelf to wait patiently. It's like
Yeah.
it's like growing vegetables. It's
Second
like
part.
it's like anything else in life, right? It's like good things come to those that wait, but that's amazing, right? I mean, and I know I've had some 21-year age Portwoods, and I've had some whatever. I'm just saying, like, holy shit, man! Like,
And how do you
especially
decide
when
on
it's
that?
your baby. When it's your baby, how do you wait? I don't know.
Well, and like whenever Texas bourbon started becoming a thing,
Yeah.
you had a lot of those distilleries. They're like, let's make some vodka and some rum too.
Yeah.
Because when the tasting room laws especially came out, they're like, so we have something we can make money off of because we've got to let this age a while before it's bourbon.
Right.
Because bourbon, you can have a 1-year-old rum, but we found that this is kind of like a great year where we really get a good flavor. And then we hope to be bottling a 10-year, which we're going to call our XO 101 at 101 proof. But because of that process we use, we hope to do that around Christmas.
Mhm.
And it's going to 101 proof, but it is a smooth 101.
So the 101 comes when you're distilling, right?
Yeah. So like it's coming out of the barrel at like 130 proof, like at
Yeah.
the 4-year marker.
but
So
the longer it ages, the lesser the alcohol the content happens, or no.
So you're losing you're losing a little bit of that.
Okay.
And then of course, then you just add water to bring it down to whatever proof you want it at.
Okay.
So in this
But like it's coming out of the still at like 190 proof.
yeah, right. So
I accidentally drank some
Might
of that
have
one
to-
day.
stretch your arms over there,
You're
Jim.
like, I'm tired. I gotta take a nap. This is the I think this is the epitome, and I'm not sure how much you knew about this before you started this. And obviously you did a lot of research and it's like, yeah, I can homebrew, I can do whatever, right? But this goes back to saying in life, right? Nobody really knows how to do anything until they decide to freaking do it.
Mhm.
And that's where it comes from. Everybody wants to know, like, I feel like we're a society nowadays that in barbecue and everything else in life, it's like, I watched a video, I'm pretty sure I know how to do this, or it's anything else. And it's like, you know, and everybody's too afraid to really get into anything because they're like, well, I really don't know how that works. Well, the person that actually did it didn't know how it worked either. They just chose to go all the way in and say, I'm never going to give up until I figure it out. And I'm not sure if that's you or not, but but I feel like it is.
So I'm that guy who has to fight the urge not to spend like way more time just like reading every book that's ever been written on the subject, watching every single like YouTube, like every documentary, all that stuff. Like when I want to do something to my car, like I'm like, let me like look into what everyone's done it and how they've done it, how I do it different, all that stuff. And so I get that hell, if I want to order something on Amazon that costs like $13, I'm going to read way too many reviews before I order that thing.
I do the same thing.
And so
I overdo it so much. And my wife's like, it's $13. Just buy it. And I'm like, ugh, you made a mistake. We should have just did it ourselves or whatever it is. And I'm always like, dude, we could do this. Hey, it's the same thing. You know, it's $4. She's like, yeah, but you spent 6 months. So we still needed it. Right?
Well, and I've kind of got like my council of like good friends who like, they kind of help me in some of that stuff of like, all right, this is what I'm trying to do. And then that's when they're like, it's good, stop. Like next step, or, you know, move on. Or like, yes, that decision's good. You don't have to think about it anymore. And so that helps to get a few other, you know, outside perspectives. And so.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Still a cheers here. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Hey,
cheers.
What kind of tasting notes should we be getting on this aged one here?
So you're still getting a little bit of that, like just sweetness from the fact that this was made from molasses, but nothing's been added. Like, so bricks is how you measure the sugar content in something. This is going to score 0 bricks. It just has a little bit of that faint sweetness. And then you're getting those like that, like kind of vanilla and oak from the barrel.
Definitely the vanilla.
I was going to say definitely.
And it's crazy. Like, so I've been smoking cigars for a while.
Us too. Yeah.
I've got way more into it since like we've been doing the rum even so, but again, by no means am I an expert. I haven't branched out that far, but every now and then you get with the right guy who's like, he tastes the rum and he's like, let me go get you a stick that's going to go good with that. And he brings it to me and he's like, this one's going to bring out some apple peel notes, you know, like,
right.
Like that guy is an expert.
The right cigar, like complements the right, you know, the right drink. And so, and so it's funny when I'm doing tastings, everybody's palate's different. And so you'll get the guy who's like, you can't tell me that's not a bourbon. And then of course, then there's the guy like, yeah, it's a rum. But we've been doing some tastings and had some straight up people who are like born and raised in the Caribbean come up to us and they've got this smug look on their face. I'm like, yeah, let me taste your little American rum. And then like my wife and I are like, if she was with me at one of them and we're just grinning ear to ear as they're sipping on it. And then he's like, oh wow. Like, and of course it's not because every single Caribbean country produces a unique type of rum, but they're like, oh, that's good. You know? And so that's, at first it was a nerve wracking experience, but I've done so many tastings now that I almost like, I hear an accent and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Right. Yeah. I know where I'm going with this.
And every now and then at like a smaller Total Wine, if they're not full of tasters when I'm there, they'll let me get on the bourbon aisle. And so, and the average guy encounters like, yeah, I'm not a rum drinker. I'm like, look, if you like trying different stuff, I think you'll like this.
Yeah. And
like 19 out of 20 of the guy who's a bourbon hound, like if he's like, I drink Maker's 46, that's it. He's not going to like it. But if he likes trying stuff, he's like, oh, like 19 out of 20. I'm like, oh, I enjoy that.
That's amazing.
Really
I love bourbon. And you're right. There is a little bit of that. But way smoother, like crazy smoother. And that's insane. It's screwing me up right now, to be honest with you. And that's really good.
Well, in that process we use, so first off, it puts a spirit under vacuum, introduces CO2, nitrogen, and ultrasound. And it's literally like breaking apart the molecules of like the aldehydes and the fusel oils and the fatty acids and the stuff that like you want a little bit of that.
Yeah.
It's what's going to give it some of its unique character, but we're getting rid of the ones that are making it harsh and that are like blocking the flavors we want.
Damn, dude.
And so
that's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't create that. Like, like chemical engineers figured that out.
That's science, guys.
And so, yeah, that's what's making it incredibly smooth.
right?
Rick, here,
Okay,
here,
exactly.
cheers.
I already drank
Hell
that,
yeah.
but yep.
Well, you get
Help
a
yourself.
sip in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. There it is. Damn, that's really good.
And so like right now we've been slowly getting our silvers on a decent amount of cocktail menus popping up around like Southeast Texas. So we're going to drink on Pure Six's cocktail menu. We're going to be in their American Grill Steakhouse in Friendswood called Parkwood that hopefully opens any day now.
Yep.
Um,
Pure Six is amazing, by the way. Yeah,
I
I
my
know the
whole
chef
family likes
there.
oysters.
Yeah, I know the chef there, the executive chef.
Is that where we went? And
Joe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Cervantes is the executive chef there. Yeah, it's an amazing place. But I've not met the owner, but I think he owns an oyster company or
His
oyster.
family does, yeah.
Yeah, it's what it is, right? So, yeah, I've not met him before. But yeah, it's a very cool spot. If you're in San Leon and you want to go have some really good seafood and really great oysters,
Yep,
that's the spot right there. Go.
Oh yeah, love that place. And then Opus Ocean Grill and Kima's got us in a cocktail on the menu.
Yep.
Riondo's on the Strand in Galveston. We're in all the hearsays. I think they got like 7 locations, like one in Arlington, and the rest are like Beaumont, Galveston, Houston, downtown, Woodlands, and then several places around League City, Pearland, Friendswood. So in Pearland, Magnolia Cajun Comfort has us in a cocktail on their menu, and then Rocco's Dive Bar, of course.
Okay.
We love that place.
I know Rocco's. Yeah, I'm a big.
Sure you do.
No, I do.
They probably know you.
I do, dude. Listen. I might be mayor of Pearland one day. You never know.
I believe you, actually.
Just saying. So,
Crazy people.
yeah. Okay, that's way for you. All right. So, okay. So you got these. So you have these 2 only, or you have another one?
Right now we just have these 2.
Okay.
And then the hope is to we ran and just our distributor was a big distributor, good for the logistical side of things.
Yep.
But they went through the process of getting the industries, a lot going on. The cool thing was I knew it when I got into it, but it didn't affect me because I'm growing with it.
Yeah.
And so I hadn't overgrown what it is now. But my distributor was in the process of getting bought out. And so that kind of slowed some things down for us. So we're hoping to bottle that 10-year XO 101 by Christmas. Next SKU might be like 100 proof, like silver, because like I think tiki is really starting to come back. And in tiki, like the overproof, like white rums are a big deal, because when you're making like this big drink, like with full of crushed ice, you need that higher ABV to overcome all the dilution you're going to get.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think if that's coming up, that's probably what we're going to try to catch next. But when you're smaller like this, you don't want to tell, like a lot of people are like, oh, do you have like a 375 milliliter bottle? And I'm like, no, like it's too much for me right now. It's nice having everything in the exact same shape bottle.
Yep.
I've got a buddy of mine who was in the middle, and I think he was part owner of a tequila company, and they were sourcing agave. Tequila became, I think over the last like 5 years, actually longer than that probably, it's like every known person in their world was starting a different tequila brand.
All the
you know what I mean?
celebrities, right?
And it became very saturated, and you saw these companies getting bought out and bought out and bought out, right? Which I feel like it became a lot, right? And his tequila brand that he did, I think he just maybe sold his portion of it out. It was Blue Agave. It was a really good tequila. It was crazy good, right? I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. But I think not that rum is slept on or whatever else. I just think I think you're probably right though. I think this is definitely especially when it's tasting that damn good and that damn smooth. This right here, I'm not sure if I need to buy a whiskey right now. I would be fine with going home and pouring a couple of fingers to this and just sipping and having a cigar and hanging out and talking shit. I mean, this is such a good rum.
Thank you. And because of that process, and like, so I actually, for science, drank like a little over half a bottle one night of this when we first.
We talked about this on the way here.
Yeah.
We wanted to know, has he drank a whole bottle once? One day, did he drink a whole half bottle? Okay.
So I've drank about like, 3/5 of a bottle. Cause I'm the kind of guy who normally drinks like 2 drinks top, like two finger drinks tops. And that's not usually I have one just cause now with having little kids, having to get up, I have to get up at 5 every morning so my wife and I can say a few sentences before they're up.
Right.
And so like I go to bed early. I try to get into the gym before my day starts and before they're up. And so, but that one day I'm like, all right, I'm going to like drink this much of it. And like anything that's gone through that process we use, you're going to feel way better the next day versus anything that
I'd
hasn't.
imagine. Yeah.
And so, like I was tired because your sleep's not going to count for as much, but there was no nausea, no headache, at all.
Dude, that's badass.
Yeah. That's the thing, dude. Also, it's like the, you pop a couple of beers. Like I've noticed this, like I've tried to limit, the amount of beers and whatever else. I know people talk shade or whatever else, but these two jokers, but there's very few things. Like if I have a tequila drink or actually a tequila, not a drink, I don't want the sugars and whatever else. But if I have a tequila, I generally never really feel bad at all. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like it's good for your gut or it's good for something. Like it just doesn't affect me in certain ways. I know that like drinking beer and obviously running shots of different shit and whatever else, it's like immediately just crash. Like I just feel it takes me a day to recover from that. But if I'm a tequila drinking or a spirit drinker, depending on the spirit, I just don't have that. You know what I mean?
Well, especially a good clean tequila, like that's becoming a bigger thing now.
It is.
Like you have a lot of those celebrity tequilas that like are currently being sued because they don't meet the definition of tequila.
No, we're right.
Because they have more like cane neutral spirit in them to like which actually rum is technically made out of.
Yeah, right.
And then of course all like the vanilla flavoring and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's exactly right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I saw a thing today. It was like, all right, on an empty stomach, it's a shot of tequila and then a little bit of lemon juice, or you squeeze a lemon in there and you shoot that on an empty stomach, and that's how you start off your day. And it's great for your gut barrier, great for like just anything going on. Listen, the lady was 99 years old. Okay. How am I going to argue with that?
Is that like a prebiotic or a probiotic?
It's an alcoholic.
Yeah. No. She was 99 years old and she never felt better. Okay,
that's a lie.
You
never felt better,
dude.
You have all the people like we got. You don't know the blue zones and like like the Seventh-day Adventists and like these people are vegan and they're like they live pretty long, and I'm like, yeah, but every time my news and like takes the World War II veteran who's like 104 years old and he's like still perfectly lucid in their stuff, like, sir, what's your secret? It's a cigar and a bourbon a day.
That's it.
And he's like holding his AR like on his lap as he's being interviewed. And I'm like,
telling you,
I'm listening to that guy.
That's the guy I'm talking to right there.
He's 105 and happy.
Yes.
He doesn't look like he's miserable.
Exactly.
And then it's always the little old lady who's like, oh, I don't drink. I just have my hot toddy every night for medicinal purposes.
Hey, it works. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of science.
Yeah. Well, hey, if drinking makes you healthy, you're going to live forever, brother.
I'm pickled. That's what you're saying. Love that.
Dude, Derek, hey, we appreciate you coming on the show and sharing your story and sharing your rum.
Spirits, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate it so much.
That's amazing.
For the people out there that want to get behind your brand, find your brand, where can they go to check you out?
So like our website's higginsboatrum.com. We're Higgins Boat Rum on Facebook and like Instagram just to keep up with stuff. Mm-hmm. And then like all that social media, if you send a message or like fill out the contact form, it all goes to me. And then of course we're in 29 total wines across the state of Texas. Most of them in the greater Houston area. Our reserve is. And then like I think every single one in like DFW Metroplex area, we're on the shelves of all those. And then San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi. And then we've got on like our Facebook and our Instagram a few postings that are like, hey, this region of Texas, here's the stores we're in, like including the independents. If you've got a favorite little independent store that you're close with like the owner, like tell them, hey, like get in a case of us. Like I meet people doing events all over, and a lot of them will get their local store to get in some.
That's
yeah. And then just like we are always sharing like the bars and restaurants that are putting us on their menus, and you can order through our website.
Okay.
I am not legally allowed to sell direct, but a retailer who has a module that they've implanted on our website. I think it's like $19 to ship a bottle, and we can ship to like 48 states. but the more bottles you get, the cheaper the shipping is. So if it sounds like something you like and you have some buddies who are into it, you go in on it. And it's not a bad deal.
I'm shipping some rum out of here, brother. It's happening. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
That might be a good sales pitch for any salesman out there. I did see like there was one guy, he got Yeti coolers, and he would send that instead of like cold calling, like a email wise, he would just send them a Yeti cooler loaded with stuff with his business card and sales pitch, and give me a call.
It's not a bad idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got money.
Well, I
Sounds
mean,
expensive, but
Yeah.
unless
we could just
they're like
gift-
this, they're like
yeah.
trash.
We could just gift.
What was
gift
he
rum.
selling?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I did see another lady, another guy started a business. It was basically the same thing, but using cake. It would have a sales pitch or whatever on the cake itself, and
like,
you would
it'd
just
write on it.
send it to a company. And it's like for him, it's like $1 million business. I mean, he's selling out.
So wait, the guy you're talking about, is he the cake maker, or is he? That's just how he's doing his business. He's sending.
He owns a cake company.
He does
Does he
not
own a cake
He
company,
does not
James?
make the cake himself.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe we should be in the cake making business and because that's
Hey.
actually.
We don't need to make the cake. We don't need to make the rum either. We know somebody that makes rum.
I don't
so
need to talk to the
we just
cow.
set it out.
I talked the butcher, put my hand. Can't remember how that
Yeah,
goes.
stick your head up an ass or
Yeah,
something.
there it is.
remember.
I don't
You
need
got
to
it.
stick my head up the ass of a bull to get a good look at a T-bone steak. I'll take the butcher's word for it.
Yeah, there it
I
is.
knew it.
There it is.
I knew it.
Ron will
He
say
knew
that
it.
as the clip.
Yeah.
Every time Jan tries to say that,
Yes.
we'll
Yes.
just play that.
You're gonna see Derek. I
Mhm.
love this idea.
And then you got the
Perfect.
cowboy way of how do you want your steak, and it's knock its horns off, wipe its ass, put it on a plate.
That's
Yes.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what if somebody orders it well done?
You ask them to leave.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
politely. Yeah.
Politely but firmly ask them to leave.
That's it.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, it's been
That's so
fantastic.
good.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
Appreciate you
y'all.
coming on the
No,
show.
man,
Y'all
it's
are some
really
good
cool.
guys.
All right, folks. So check out Higgins Boat Rum. Yeah, you said higginsboatrum.com.
That's right.
All right. Check out grabthebrisket.com. If you guys, again, if you want to send in some emails or
Hey,
some
local Texas guy, by the way, local
100%.
Texas guy, local to
Giving
this
back.
Gulf Coast area, giving back. We got to support this guy. All right.
there it is. Yep.
Yes, you do.
Send us an email, info@grabbingthebrisket.com. We want to hear from you. We want you to talk some shit to us. And thanks for tuning in.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
been, hey, we're the best. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
It's been
Right.
great talking barbecue and
Yeah.
rum with you.
There it is.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
That's good.
So what
It was fun.
places are you in?
Hold on.